Morning everyone, we're in Sabang here. It's 6 in the morning on a Tuesday. Every morning I wake up and see this. It's just amazing. It's hard not to make a little video. So there's the little fishing boats and some tourists both mixed in. Or maybe the opposite way around, because this is a major tourist area, plus little fishing village as well, so it's probably become more of a tourist spot than fishing. So anyhow, getting all this here, what amazes me is I'm getting all this for, let's say, half of what it cost in America. So all things considered, some things aren't half, some things are very similar, like gasoline, but generally speaking, you're getting 50% off, and you're getting to see this type of thing or live in a place like this. So you just have to pinch yourself and say, is this real? I suppose if you didn't lived off the land or something in America, didn't have any electricity or taxes or something, then maybe you could live at a less cost, but just beautiful. Truck drivers are lined up to pick up the school kids as they do every morning. There's about a half a dozen to a dozen trucks that line up and take the children up the road to the school. So I'm going down to load a few videos on YouTube and answer some questions and do my online stuff. But when I see something like this and it's peaceful and quiet and the beach is low tide and scrubbed kind of clean, the dogs are out doing what they do. There's a big cumulus, or whatever they call them, thunder, like a thunderstorm cloud. There's a puppy. I call them all puppies. So just gorgeous. I just wanted to share the moment and talk about a little bit about the cost of living here, and in comparison to America. And I know when I left America the last couple of years, 2.5 years ago, things that went up about 25 to as much as, seemed like 50%, because my thought is people say, well, this store cost 25% more, but every store and everything you did cost more, so you're paying, seemed like a lot more than just 25% off, 25% more on everything. So just what it seemed like. But yeah, just gorgeous. Sun will be up here in probably 15 to 30 minutes. So about 6:15, 6:30, I believe. There's some moss-covered rocks. Ocean's relatively calm today, so about half of what it could be in different days of the week. Sometimes the waves are about two or three times as tall, so there's kind of a more lake. I call it a lake day. They also have some boats around the corner. This is just a few. There's that many more on there on the other side. They're probably mostly more tourists. Usually ones that have the tarp on them, and they're a little bigger for the tourists. A lot of times they have life jackets on them or something. So about a 30-minute ride to the underground river here from here, 20-30 minutes around the coast here. So I'll walk you down here, going over to the 4 Point Sheraton Hotel. I like to sit there to get a comfortable seat and do a little work in the morning. Yeah, this is kind of my little office out here. I would say the biggest drawback of the Philippines, as far as I'm concerned, is just the slow nature of the. It's a plus and minus. It's wonderful to be slow paced and do what you want, so to speak. But when it comes to official business, banking or government or visas or whatever else you might want to do, it's just that, to me, it's agonizing. Even after 2.5 years, it's like you go someplace, you go to the grocery. Well, that may be a 2 to 3, 4 hour ordeal. You go to a restaurant. This is the flip side of the start of the video. And they have, I went to a chicken restaurant last year, and I said, well, I'd like to order a whole chicken. Don't have, sir. I said, well, I'd like to have some chicken breast. Don't have, sir. So it's that type of ordeal. Yesterday I come home and it was getting late, and it's hot, and I just have a fan there in the room that I use. And of course, brownout power goes out here in the last month that I've been in Sabang. By the way, I'm in Sabang, Palawan, Port-au-Princess. It's April the 8th. If I had mentioned it, Tuesday morning, about 6:30. So it's that kind of stuff. So there is a price to be paid, a little price. Whether it's worth it to you, it's up to you to decide. But if you want to see something different, for me, it's just about making change, not necessarily getting something that's perfect, or I think you're under false pretense if you think you're going to move away from somewhere or something, move to a different neighborhood, and there's not going to be a neighbor you don't like, or some situation that's not good. So I think anywhere you go in the world, you move from Cincinnati to Columbus to Cleveland to Houston to Miami. There's issues everywhere you go. There's pluses and minuses. It's up to you. All I say is just stop sitting there necessarily and complaining all the time. Either make do and make it better where you're at, or get up and then try something different. So the big difference here is there's very few places in America that you can see something like this. Ocean, there's more coastline in the Philippines than any other country in the world. There's literally thousands and thousands of beaches like this. And as you see here this morning, even during the day, I've not seen more than about 12 people on the beach at one time. So you almost sometimes feel like it's like this morning, it's my own private beach to some degree here at this time of day. So, and to have all this by yourself, and there's another one up around the corner almost just as big, and it's even more isolated. So I walk up there usually every day as well. So you have live in a tourist lifestyle, and about half. I lived in America and tried to live like this in Miami or somewhere where it was warm and had these types of views. I'd probably be spending $1,500 to $3,000 a day. For that, I'm living here for a month. It just really depends on a lot of different factors. So, how you want to live. Do you want to have a car here? Do you want air con every night? Do you want to have some jet skis? The more you want to mimic America, the more the cost is going to be more similar to America. I'm just living simply. I don't have a motorbike or car. I walk most places. I pay for a ride if I want to go someplace. To me, I come for, I think the better way to come to the Philippines is to live simply, and you don't want, you've had enough things in America. You've had the cars, the big house, you've had the job that paid good, you've had the wife, you've raised the children, and you're looking for something more simple and where you get up and I mean, where do I, I look at this and I go, where do I want to go this morning? I don't want to go anywhere. So everything I like and enjoy seeing is right here. You can see the sun getting ready to pop up. But so that's my attitude. I don't have to get in the car and take a trip for 2 or 3 hours or fly someplace for 2 or 3 hours. This is my home at the moment, and this is what I see every morning, all day long. And the thing about living simply, I think that's another problem people mistaking it they make over here, is they come over here, they get a house, they get a business, they get married, they have a couple kids or something, which is nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's right for some people, but it anchors you down. And then if the wife leaves you, you have some problems with a neighbor, they build a piggery or a karaoke bar next to you, and you're unhappy. Well, you have all these things you got to try to move or sell or give away. To me, they're like boat anchors looking out here at the ocean. You've anchored yourself down. When a typhoon comes in life, it's very difficult to move and get out of the way, and so your life can be in shambles. So I basically, because I had all that same thought when I first come. So my thinking now is, get a bag full of stuff, don't buy anything, rent and live out your bag. You don't like something in the morning, you say, oh, I just found another beautiful island or coastline. Pack your bag, put it on your back, get in a little taxi or jeepney or multi-cab and go to the next beach, unpack, rent something else, and stay there for 3 months or 6 months or 3 or 4 or 5 years. So I think that's the best way to live in the Philippines, in my humble opinion, for the type of people that come here, explore. Because a lot of times you come from the West and you start trying to make it to West. Well, I'm going to get a house, I'm going to get it furnished, have the washer and dryer and dishwasher, and you get all these things, and then suddenly something happens you don't like. They raise the room cost on you, or the noisy neighbor, or maybe it's a poor quality build, and which is kind of popular over here, especially in some of the condos. And you become unhappy and you see the walls cracking, or it's all this type of stuff, and then you're like, okay, it's going to cost me so much to have all this moved, and then it's going to be dented and damaged, or you got to go give it away and go buy that again in the next city or wherever you're going to. So that's just my 2 cents. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Each his own, and just as long as you're happy and doing what you want to do. And if you're sitting there waiting and wondering to have enough money and to have the right time and the right person and all these things to align, most people are going to be sitting there and waiting, and it's never going to happen. But I can tell you that you can live here on quite a bit less than what you do in America and see these types of things. There's the sun. That's my time this morning. Thanks for watching. I know it's a lot of beachfront and that type of videos, but hey, that's what I've got, and to me it's gorgeous. Get up and get started and enjoy your day, and thanks for watching, everybody. That's it from Terry's Philippine Journey. Thank you.